Hey, it's Bent Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I've got a deck profile. It's Gravekeepers, and in this version of Gravekeepers, a lot of people don't really have the expensive Pot of Duality. So I thought I'm going to try to make a Gravekeeper deck that's effective without Pot of Duality, and this is it. So yeah. Alright, this is Gravekeepers without Pot of Duality. So started off. 3 Gravekeeper command it. Obviously search out for your Necro Valley as fast as possible with this, and also becomes a 2100 beater with Necro Valley on the field. Next we've got Gravekeeper Descendant, blow some stuff up, flip spy, get this, blow some stuff up, and then you can keep doing some stuff with it. It's pretty good. There you go. 3 Gravekeeper Recruiters, just sit it out there, let it float, get destroyed, search your deck. It's pretty good. 3 Gravekeeper Spy, flip, search your deck. It's good. Good. And then 2 Gravekeeper's Assailant, just to switch things to defense and then hit their defense that's much lower and get them off the field out of the way. Next we go to Spells. Alright, in Spells, we've got 3 Royal Tribute. You play this while you have Necro Valley in the field, and all monsters in all players' hands go to the graveyard. So set all your monsters, set all your spell and traps, and then play this, and they don't know what you have, and you know everything, so that's good. 3 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's really good in any deck, but in this deck it's also got some good things. Flip over Spy, get some extra Spy summons and stuff like that. Also it stops you from getting messed up by a lot of cards, so this is one of the best cards in the game right now. So 3 Gravekeeper Stele, just gets back 2 Gravekeeper cards from your graveyard, really good. Gives you some hand advantage late game. 2 Necro Valleys, obviously you need this. You side a 3rd. Let's see, Allure Darkness, Dark Hole, and Giant Trunade, just to push for some of those end games. Alright, now to traps. We've got, starting with Solemn Judgment, negate some stuff, sets yourself up for some better plays. 2 Solemn Warning, just to set yourself up for better plays later on. If you get them to top decking, this card is very valuable because you have field presence and then they don't, and then they try to summon a monster and you can just negate it, and then you have another free attack again. So that comes in handy a good bit in this deck. 2 Bottomless, same thing. You have card advantage. They're top decking. You get them to top decking, and then they summon a monster and you get rid of it with these. It works really good. Same thing again. Dimensional Prison. It's in here for a couple reasons. Stardust kind of messes this deck up, and then on top of that, the top decking scenario. This is really good. You grab it and get rid of the problem. Not 1 but 2 Starlight Roads. I like this choice and being it at 2, because at 2 you can really play off of it a lot. You can set a bunch of back row and you can summon your second monster without worrying about Dark Hole a whole bunch. Black Wings, but if you see that in game 1 you're not really going to be able to use them as well or as much, you can always side them out and they'll think you have them. So I mean, it's a good card. Compulse, just to get rid of some of those synchros and monsters that you really don't like to be on the field. And also send cards back to your hand that you don't want removed from play, stuff like that. And then Mirror Force, same thing. They attack, just gets rid of their monsters. Now we'll go to the side deck. We've got 2 Malefic Stardust. This is going to protect your Necro Valley, so game 2 put this in. Why not in game 1? Just because you can get some really good advantage without having this in game 1. But game 2, game 3, probably keep this in, because they're going to be siding and stuff to get rid of Necro Valley. And this most of the time can protect Necro Valley. Cards like KS, the Shadow Monarch or whatever, that can get rid of some stuff, but this is really good. 2 Cyber Dragons, mirror match. It's a good mirror match. It's also good against monarchs. I mean, not monarchs. Machina. So I mean, it's good against a good bit of things. It's always good to have some Cyber Dragons in the deck. especially with this, you summon a Cyber Dragon, and then normal summon an Effect Veiler, and you have a 6. But also Effect Veiler stops those big pushes like in X Sabers and stuff like that with the Bogart Knight thing. So it's good. Then you have 2 Noblemen for decks that set a lot. Mirror Match, obviously, and plants and all that kind of stuff. This is a really good card in the game right now. 2 Smashing, stuff like Machina and stuff like that, just to get rid of like those monsters that are just going to mess you up. 2 MSTs for decks that base off of some kind of spell or trap or something like that. You've got MSTs in there. Royal Oppression, just to stop those special summons, like a deck that really abuses special summons, you can side this in. And a second Compulse, so that if you're playing those decks that Compulse really hurts, you've got a second one to side in, so it's always good to have that. And then your third Necro Valley. Necro Valley itself actually messes a good bit of decks up, so why not side the third in? You'll have extra ones, and they're going to be trying to destroy it to begin with, so you'll just have it all in all. Now to the extra deck, I mean, it's obvious. 3 Stardust Dragons, obviously for Starlight Road and for Malefic Stardust. And you end up using sometimes all 3 of these in some games. Then the rest of it doesn't really matter, but I have Red Dragon Archfiend, Magical Android, Armory Arm, Gaia Knight, Colossal Fighter, Black Rose, Dark End, Brionic, yugioh, and Ally Justice Catastor, just in case I synchro with my Effect Veilers or something like that, I don't know. And then I've got 2 Chimera Tech, just in case I'm going against the Machina matchup, and I've got my Cyber Dragons. And that's the deck, so yeah. I hope you like that deck. If you have any ideas for some more decks I should do, post them down below. And yeah, Gravekeepers.